Greetings, magnificent, beautiful spirit soul that you are. I'm talking about who you really are. I know you have the body, you have your false ego, identity that you put together very nicely, who you think you are, where you fit in, where you believe in you need to be in the culture or the group or the dynamic or with your friends or with your family, with your nation, with your community, blah, 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 okay? Now, my topic, getting what you want. Okay? Now, in getting what you want, you have to build your prosperity consciousness, okay, knowing that all is possible. And they also then, you want to be a witness and an observer and notice what's going on, and you'll notice the connections. You'll observe. Don't doubt yourself anymore. You notice and you do know. Now, my topic in getting what you want is you have to stop affirming poverty. Stop affirming misery. Stop affirming struggle, sickness, disease, misery. Stop it. Because you're generating this in your mind, and because that's the mental attitude, and the mind is a digital hologram of sorts, and you are not. You have to know the distinction between you and the mind. And people say, well, you have divine mind, and the mind does this. Well, there's the conscious, the subconscious. It does all these things. But it's you doing them. You just get away from, that's an attachment. It's an app doing it. It's no. You got to know who you are. This is my work. This is very important. Very, very important. All right. So what you want to do, instead of always recognizing the misery, the suffering, the horrible thing, what's going to happen, blah, 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 then what you do is you get into a group, and the whole group's going in the same way because they're all talking the same talk, thinking the same thoughts, doing the same thing, following what they've been taught in the educational system, which was to build the mind matrix to as a digital reality. You know, fakey reality, simulations, what would you call it? Anyway, I won't go into that. You want to start appreciating and being grateful for every single moment. Now that changes things, because how can I be grateful when I don't have anything? You have you. You have life. You're an eternal being. You cannot die, and you were never born to die. The body gets born and it leaves because it's made of the elements of this reality. You have to understand that. You have a spiritual body that is lying dormant because of lack of use and lack of recognition. How you activate your prosperity, your spiritual body, your life force, your energy, you have to start by knowing who you are and actually start activating your gratitude, your appreciation, your joy of being. Yeah, but if the whole world's going to end and going to blow up, are you getting ready for it? It hadn't happened. You see that what happens in the world, they want to keep it in the red zone, the orange zone. Warning, 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 warning. It's a war, Nick. It's a warship. It's a vehicle for terror. That's what the mind is. When you believe it, when you believe what they're saying on the videos and the TVs and the news and the movies are all predictive programming, because who owns the movie? Who owns the studio? Who's getting the money? What do they want? And they want you, and they want your soul. That's why, because your soul is powerful. And what happens is the mind is not equal to God. Don't do that. Oh, well, see, this is a mental universe. Yes, it's a mental place. Yes, but you're part of God, and when you realize that, those are the qualities that you have and the abilities. So start appreciating everything. Whether you find a penny on the road, you just pick it up and say thank you, or someone brings you a wonderful little plate of cookies, or you find that right in this moment, and as the more you experience self-satisfaction And stop looking on the outside to get somebody to appreciate you, get somebody to recognize you, get somebody to love you, get somebody to take care of you. You know, the moment we're always looking for what I can get on the outside here, when it's your self-satisfaction. And yes, you got to maintain your body, got to take care of it. But, you know, I changed my food plan again, because I realized I was doing stuff that I didn't need to do for my digestion. I got my digestions going back. I thought I was losing hair, so I got, you know, I studied around and got a deal, made my own shampoo. Man, I got hair, it's going great. But you see, those people, they don't look. I know they say, well, you know, I have a wig because I'm going bald. You know, you can't overcome going bald. Oh, so really? That's her point of view, not mine. Okay, and well, you're unrealistic. You know, you tell people, you know, well, I don't really go to a doctor. I know what's going on with myself. You know, I do. I have certain people, health professionals, people I research, people that I would go to because I respect and I know they'll work with me as a partner. Not someone's going to tell me what to do. They're going to tell me what their opinion and their options, and I'll decide what I'm going to do, because I decide what I want and who I am. And the key is give up that hatred. And people give up that blame, and they're just suffering how miserable they are, and they don't have anything, and it got stolen from them, and that creep took it, and then they ruined my life. No, you are life. How can you ruin your life? Except if you put yourself in a funk. It's never enough, never good enough. I didn't get enough, because you have a program there. It says that you're not good enough and you'll never have enough. And it'll also tell you that you're not in a hypnotic trance. What do you think TikTok is? What do you think when you're watching digital little pixels on a screen? You don't think you're being programmed? You don't think you're fascinated with it? And when you're fascinated and you're sitting there in the alpha state or the beta state in front of the TV, it's going in programming with subliminals. And you don't think that's affecting you and influencing you and controlling and determining what you're going to experience in your eternal life? Take command. This is my work. I'm there for you. Work with you. I don't need to have everybody in the whole world come and view and take classes. I want those who have an open mind. I want those who know who they want to know. I want those who have a vision and a dream in their heart that they can fulfill. And when you get people like that, you know, there is no limitation to what they can experience and what they have. I went to great teachers and great books and courses and classes, and I appreciate everything that I've ever learned about who I am along the way. But you have to dump all those veils between you and truth and reality. Each of those veils is a program. Each of those veils is a lack and limitation. Each of those, they say in the Vedas, Veda meaning knowledge, and it comes from India, the ancient teachings, in Sanskrit, which is the language of the spiritual world. Don't put it down. And don't just put down what was old. Oh, they don't know. It was there. We're new. We got a new thing. We got a new thing. It's always the old thing. And they're going to tell you it's new, and then people get all confused because they just want to go along to get along, and they're in a little group, and they all say the same words, and they all say, well, you're little half-truths they're delivering, and they have a little bit here, and then they all talk the same way. But take a look at these people. Take a look. You gotta look. Well, this is the most important work there is. It's the greatest investment that you can make to liberate yourself from lack, from poverty, from limitation, from disease, from birth and death, and to completely own and be who you are in this eternal moment. Be grateful in an attitude of appreciation. Appreciate people around you. Appreciate what's happening. Appreciate this beautiful day. Don't say, yeah, but it wasn't beautiful yesterday, and didn't do this then, and all this. What are you, a twerp? You know, we don't need any wimps. There's no wimps. There's no whiners. Get out of your way. We know you suffered. You know, give up your attachment to your miserable story that you can prove over and over. I met somebody the other day, they had to tell me 2 times they were abused as a child. Well, most everybody was. Oh, big deal. I'm supposed to be impressed That you were abused as a child? Really? Stop it. Are you abused now? No. Well, then what's the problem? Say, what's the problem? Anyway, you know, you could tell I'm on it. All right. Start appreciation. How you overcome lack, limitation, and poverty. Start getting that you are wealthy. I am a wealthy person. My mother and father are absolutely wealthy. I'm the only child. They give me everything that I need and want that is good for me. But if it's not good for me, I don't get it. You see? And you got to take the belief away that there is a divine power working against you that doesn't like you, that wants you sick, dead, stupid, and that tells you you're a meat stick, is going to be buried in the ground, eaten by bugs, or thrown into the river when it has nothing to do with your eternal self of who you are. And then you can bring that abundance, that prosperity, that life force, and you can manifest in your life what you desire, regardless of what the program is for humanity. You have to actually step out of that rat race. Poor rat, I'm not criticizing a rat, but anyway, a rat race. It's not the human race. You've already made it, and you are the winner. Yay! Hugs.